Coming up next on Safety and Awareness Today. What should you be taking into consideration when you place your order at any restaurant? This is Justin Morat, and he is an amateur competitor in snowboarding. We're talking about New York State University Police Department.
We're trying to provide a safe environment for students to come and learn.
Safety and Awareness Today, brought to you in part by McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Okay, by golly, when it comes to guns, there's a lot that you need to know. And there's some awesome competition going on. We're going to have a chance to talk with Ray Michael regarding skeet shooting, which is a huge sport in New York State. With at least 800 registered members in New York State, 10,000 in the nation, not counting all the people that are not registered.
And as with any sport, there are things that can be done to keep everyone safe while participating.
We always insist on ear protection, eye protection, and basically a safe handling of the weapon.
Now, when we're talking about guns on the range, what kind of things are you looking for when people bring their own guns?
Well, we look, first of all, if it's mechanically safe, make sure it's operational, and then basically we look for a pump gun, an automatic, or an over and under to shoot skeet.
Okay, and now you have a top and bottom?
An over and under, you'll have two barrels, one over on top and one on the bottom.
All right, and do you shoot one of those?
I shoot an over and under in competition.
All right, you like that?
Yeah, that's one I like.
Okay, all right. And so now when we're talking competition, is it 20 gauge, 12 gauge,
well, the
16?
The skeet game consists of 4 gauges, and it's a 400 target over probably a 2-day tournament. 12 gauge, 20 gauge, 28, and 410.
All right. How about women? We have women in this sport?
Women can also compete, and like I say, the youth is in there, and we have very good women shooters.
This sport has grown so much that some major competition takes place here.
We have 4 or 5 tournaments a year where we have individuals from around the state who come here to shoot competitively.
All right. And what age groups?
Well, we'll start out basically from 16 on up to, you name it.
Pull!
Nice.
Thanks. Give me a little more time. I love that. That was excellent. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I really, really appreciate it. This is an awesome sport.
Yes, it is.
Thanks again. Golly. We're right now at the graduation for the Academy, and as you know from a couple of our shows, we've been covering these cadets as they've gone through the Academy for Firefighters here in Central New York. And we have the opportunity today at this graduation to talk to Chief Brooks. Sir, it is a pleasure to be with you.
Pleasure
today.
and honor is mine.
Oh my
Thank
goodness.
you.
These young men, and you have many women that go through this program. This is an
Yes, we
awesome
do.
program that
Yes,
you
we
have.
do.
And you must be awfully proud of them.
I'm so proud. I'm so proud of the staff that runs the Academy. They just do a tremendous job.
And it's the facility and all of this has come about over the past few years, a lot of it from grant money and a real effort from your team.
Absolutely. We didn't throw a lot of money at this project. We did it on a shoestring budget, but because of the dedication of my men, it's been extremely successful throughout the state.
Very much so, and now you're bringing in more and more people from all 4 corners of the state of New York.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's terrific. I want to congratulate
Thank you,
on
sir.
an incredibly well-structured educational program, and it's really nice to know that we have such professional firefighters because we put our lives, our trust in them, and obviously they've well earned it.
Absolutely, and we didn't train them for a job where they'd be walking around with a briefcase.
No.
This is a challenging job, and I think I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that you did some of these that you didn't just take pictures of these guys, that you were side by side And they were quite impressed when you climbed the 100-foot area with the equipment on. So,
Well,
you know,
thank you. Being surrounded with the positive energy of these people was just a reinforcement to me, and there's no doubt in my mind that you are the spearhead for this. I just,
Well,
again, personally, want to congratulate you for all you've done.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
That means a lot to me.
Coming up on Safety and Awareness today.
What should you be taking into consideration when you place your order at any restaurant?
Safety and Awareness today. Sponsored in part by Reels Lighting by Jody.
Right now I'm at Michael T's restaurant, and I'm going to have a chance to have a meal I enjoy here, and it's prepared by Michael Trenfield himself, who's the chef. But we're here for a more important reason. What should you be taking into consideration when you place your order at any restaurant?
Well, most people will tell the server if they have an allergy, especially to nuts or butter or milk or whatever they can't have, and we will do everything we can to accommodate those people.
Okay, so really you should say something.
You definitely should say something before you order your food.
It isn't going to upset anybody.
No problem at all. We're used to it. We can, accommodate anybody.
Because nuts and things like that, especially butter, are used in a lot of things, and you don't realize it until there's a meal here that I like at Michael T's, the haddock. I think it's great.
Your favorite is a haddock au gratin.
Yes, it is. And you have a haddock with nuts,
Another
too.
version of that, we call the haddock almondine. We take the same dish and we just put almonds on it. So.
All right, so you want to be able to say something.
Somebody.
All right, but what other things should we be concerned about as far as a restaurant in their menu? Are there certain foods that we should be a little alerted to?
Well, we have some spicy food, so we do tend to make them spicy. So if you don't like hot food, we will ask if you just go mild on like the chicken riggies, of course, and the greens are made with spicy food. So if people tend not to have spicy food, we ask them to have it mild.
At least to mention it. Now, see, there's another. You're not allergic to it, but if you have an ulcer condition or
that can make your dinner not enjoyable.
That sure can. That's right. All right. As far as drinks are concerned, are there certain drinks that settle better with foods than others between soft drinks and things? Or
well, especially the wine dishes. There's certain wines you have with, white wines with fish, and then certain wines you have with steaks, red wines, and
now we hear that all the time. Does it make a difference in the taste, or just how it settles in the stomach?
Both.
Those are good things to know. Now we got some shots of you preparing this meal here, because I really enjoy this one. Are there any particular secrets? Not that you can give out, but anything in particular?
Just make it the same way each time you come in.
Each time, that's right.
the most important thing we can do.
Consistency.
Consistency.
That is a factor in a restaurant. That's wonderful. Well, the atmosphere is great. I can't wait. I'm going to sit down in a minute and have a bite of this. Terrific, and I'll meet you over at the other table.
A food allergy occurs when your immune system responds defensively to a specific food protein that is not harmful to your body. The best way to cope with a food allergy is to strictly avoid the foods that cause the reaction.
And look at this. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank you very much. Yes. Well, now we have one with almonds on it.
Yeah.
And one without. When you're doing that, because we talked earlier about being careful, people being allergic, are there any special precautions you have to take?
Well, if someone was telling me they couldn't have almonds with, a dinner with the haddock au gratin, with the same dinner they couldn't have almonds, I would use different utensils to take out the haddock.
So literally, the utensils are crossing either.
No.
That's and those things need to be done, and and restaurants do it. We hope they all do it. But let me try just a little of this. Let me just get myself into this. Boy, this looks nice. And it's so fluffy. Well, we might miss our next shoot because I may be here a while. This is excellent. This is wonderful. I'm so pleased to be here and be able to do this. I'm going to hold right on. I like that a lot. Well, thank you very much, Mike, for taking time.
Thank you for having me.
To share with us some safety factors regarding ordering. And you prepare a wonderful meal.
Yeah, thank you.
It has been a pleasure. Thanks.
Yeah, and just once again, if you come out to dinner, you know, if you tell your server you have special dietary restrictions, we will accommodate any ones you might have. So,
Okay.
And just don't be afraid to ask.
Okay, that's
Thank
the way
you.
they should
Yep,
do it wherever
that's
they go.
right. Yes.
I like it.
Coming up on Safety and Awareness today.
Now I want you to put your back foot right next to your back binding. We're gonna kind of edge out a little.
You can feel better about yourself. Your kids can do better in school. Better coordination, small and large motor coordination. The martial arts is the way to go, and this is the year to do it. Now you can sign up for the American Martial Arts Institute American Eagle Style, 40% off for a 3-month agreement. That's unlimited classes and a uniform. Start off the year 2008 with doing something you've always wanted to do. Join us, train in the martial arts. This is Justin Morat, and he is an amateur competitor in snowboarding, right?
Yes.
All right, now how long have you been doing it?
This is my 11th season.
All right, now snowboards have changed a little bit. I mean, what are some of the features that have changed on them?
They've got a radius side cut now.
Yeah.
That's on the edges of the board. It's more of a parabolic shape, and it helps overall control of the snowboard.
All right, there's actually a metal ridge all the way around
There's
the
a metal
board.
edge around all snowboards that you buy at a retail shop.
And I was feeling that angle. That's quite an angle, and that determines how well you can turn.
Yes, it does.
Whether it be leaning on your heels or on the balls of your feet forward.
Right.
All right. Now, if you lean on the balls of your feet, the turn is called a
Toe side turn.
Toe side turn, and you're going to go basically where your toes are
Right.
pointing. And if you lean on your heels, it's a
Heel side turn.
and then that's going to go backwards. All right. Now, do you find that there's as much snowboarding now as there is skis?
I think in this area right now, there's actually a little more snowboarding than skiing. The teenager type age is where it is most of it.
Okay.
I recommend skiing as well as snowboarding, because skiing builds the basic building blocks for snowboarding. It's basically hand-eye coordination and balance.
If you're going to fall, if you're going too fast, let's say, first of all, you're going too fast, what should you try to do so that you can avoid?
If you find yourself going too fast down the hill and you think you're out of control, the best thing is to just sit down right onto your butt.
Okay.
Don't fall forward, don't lean back, don't lunge forward. Just sit right down as you're going to sit on the snow and let friction of the snow against your body slow you down.
Okay, and that's the proper way.
Yes.
That's right. Justin, that is terrific. Oh, geez, here's Mike. Oh, what's this all about?
Well, we have it all set up with a board. And all
right.
that's required now is to go downstairs, get fit for a boot and a helmet, and you're ready for the hill.
Okay, the hill.
The hill is here, just outside of Rome at Woods Valley. Justin is going to show me some of the basics and talk a little bit about the etiquette of this sport.
Be respectful to everyone else on the hill with you. Remember that people in front of you have the right of way, and you don't want to come up behind them or go too fast and cut them off and weave around them, because it scares them. You may be in control, but they may not expect you behind them, and it throws them off.
20 years ago, it might have been a young skier, but now it's a young snowboarder coming through, and he does. He catches them off guard. People fall. Nobody needs to get hurt. This is an enjoyable sport.
Right, correct.
All right, and courtesy and etiquette are just a matter of taking time and thinking about other people, not just yourself, and you can have a great day. How young do they start?
There are kids out here that are 2 years old.
Wow.
Taking lessons right where we're standing through the Woods Valley.
With snowboards.
With
doing
snowboards.
boarding.
Right.
Well, we've come this far, I suppose, although it's going to be a whole new thing. Let's get this board on my feet. Give me some lessons. Let's see if I can stand up, okay?
All right, Cliff.
All right, great.
So Justin gave me some pointers, and down the hill I went. And to the snow I fell. And fell. And fell. Though my first few times down the hill were a little challenging, I started to get the hang of it.
Stand up, stand up.
Let's go to a bigger hill.
All right, Cliff, let's take you up on the lift.
Let's go on the lift.
Now that I've got my confidence, it's time to try it for real. But first, my short-term goal is to get off the lift in one piece.
We're gonna come to an off ramp. It's gonna be a small little platform we're gonna step off on.
Okay.
You're gonna put your back foot right next to your back binding on the board.
Yep.
You're gonna stand up as soon as you get to that little platform, push off away from the chair, glide right down the little ramp, and directly straight in back of it. Don't worry about turning.
All right.
I'm gonna try to hold on to you, keep you up.
I think what I said last time was, we're gonna fall.
Oh, you think I'm kidding?
I want you to put your back foot right next to your back binding. We're gonna kind of edge out a little. And we're gonna stand right up. Stand up right now. Come on.
I'm good.
That wasn't too
You didn't fall! You were supposed to fall.
You hooked an edge pretty quick.
So, we're at the top of the hill, and I get my first look at the trail I'm about to snowboard for the first time.
Maybe we ought to try just a smaller hill to start with, okay?
All right, Cliff.
Yeah, please.
Well, the smaller hill isn't that much smaller, but it is an opportunity to start, and he says I can do this, so let's give it a try.
Woo!
Nice job, Cliff. That was
Whoa!
perfect.
Hey! I like it. I like it. Wow, that was incredible.
It's the hill we just came down.
That was just incredible. This is an awesome sport. I love it. I love it. We've been out here half a day doing tons of stuff. You gotta have lessons though.
Yes. Recommend lessons to everybody who's starting out in the
They
sport.
gotta have, boy, it makes a world of difference. Yeah, I don't care if it's a kid. Take some lessons, it makes a difference.
Exactly.
Safety and awareness. You're gonna enjoy this sport. Take some lessons. It's a wonderful, safe sport. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, a pleasure.
Coming up on Safety and Awareness Today.
These days, we're talking about New York State University Police Departments.
Safety and Awareness Today, sponsored in part by Dream City Mattress.
Safety on our New York State College campuses. There are things that can be done and are being done. Let's talk with Lieutenant Gail Broadbent about what his police unit does to keep college students safe.
We offer programs to the students in the community, college community. We do women's self-defense, defensive techniques. We bring out the red man suit and let them go through that. We also offer defensive driving. We try to, educate the community for the college students so that they get a benefit from being here.
Yep, I like the way you said that. This is a community unto itself. It really is, and it needs all the protection that any other community would. I have been surprised at the size of the facilities and the training that is going on. But right now, these days, we're talking about New York State University Police Departments. So these people are all certified police officers now. You have cars, so that you're pulling vehicles over and doing tickets like any other police department would. And if it's a criminal offense, other than traffic court, they're going to go see a judge.
Yeah, if so we end up arresting somebody here on the campus, whether it's a student, a non-student, if they're a student, they're going to end up in criminal court. They're going to have to see the town judge, and then they're also going to have to answer to sanctions here on the campus from the campus judicial department.
All right, and regarding campus security, we have a number of monitors all over the campus, and these cameras, which are observed 24 hours a day, they have zoom-in capability right from this office. You're setting in a process where you can do a full campus lockdown right from this office. And with those things, you also have foot patrol and bicycles.
Yeah, we put guys out on in the cars and in the bike when the weather's nice, and also out on foot patrols, especially when the students are here. We're trying to provide a safe environment for students to come and learn and feel that they can focus on their education while they're here.
I think that's really important. I mean, that's why we're covering it today. It has changed. Campus security is important as far as students. When the police department is looking for that kind of security for studying, they're doing it for boys and girls, or young ladies and gentlemen who are away from home many times for the first time, and that is important. Along with that, you officers now train with pistols. What other kind of weapons, tools do you use?
We carry pepper spray, OC pepper spray. We carry an ASP baton. We carry Glock 40 caliber. And we qualify twice a year out on the range with our pistols. We also carry long rifle carbines that we qualify with twice a year.
Yeah, those are impressive. I really thought those were impressive. I was out there firing those. Thank you for everything that you've shared with us today and the insight. It is impressive what you've done and what Chief Jecko has done. I congratulate you.
All right, thanks for coming in and talking about our department with us.
The Safety and Awareness Today show's in its second year, and we have covered a lot of topics. Thanks in part to you, your letters, and some of our communication. But we have another way for you to communicate with us now. It's through email. If you have a job, an activity, or a sport that involves safety standards for you or the community, we would like you to write us at safetyandawareness@cnyhomepage.com.